Lovelies, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you come across this video, my name is Didi. So you are welcome once again. So this is an update about the video I treated the other day concerning late Umure that was killed by a serial killer somewhere in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. So the confession of this Frank Uduak Akpan is out, and in that confession he made mention of one Kufre Effiong as a cousin, and news going about is that Kufre Effiong has a hand in the untimely death of this lady you are seeing on the screen, who is Ini Umure, that went to a job interview on that said day she was murdered. So I want to read out what Kufre Effiong reacts in his words. Okay, he said his name is Kufre Effiong and that he is aware of some social media publications attempting to link him up with the gruesome murder of late Miss Ineobong Umure. At first, he had wanted to maintain silence and allow the police and the various agencies involved in the matter conclude their investigations and come up with comprehensive reports, but it now appears clear to him that silence is not golden in this matter, whereby his hand-earned reputation has continued to gather moss in the most misguided, misleading and mischievous manner in the courts of Nigeria's social media. So according to him, he said he's left with no other opinion or option than to make this public statement narrating his role in the trading subject, and that he wants to convince or change the predetermined positions and conviction of people who are bent on imputing ills even on the best of human intention. For according to him, that he have already warned himself that no matter how hard and loudly the truth speaks for itself, there are some who would prefer and give themselves to alternative facts. So according to him as well, he said he have leave such men and women in the hands of God's time and posterity. With all modesty and good conscience, he makes the statement for the records and information of members of the public who are genuinely concerned about the need to know the true side of the story. So according to him, he said on that said day, Friday the 30th of April 2021, and the time was 2 p.m. when he got a call by his dad, who lives in Lagos, asking whether he have heard the trading article on social media linking Uduak, who is his cousin, with a kidnap case. Not long afterwards, another cousin of his, who is incidentally the chairman of Oran Local Government Council, called to intimidate him on the same social media circulations and requested him to come to his house, that is at Uduak's father's house. So Mr. Frank Akpan has been reportedly arrested on account that the son Uduak has absconded. So on the arrival at the chairman's house, he was told that he was concerned that the arrested old man was sick and needed medication since he did not carry his drugs to the police station. So according to the chairman, some kingsmen were calling seeking his intervention to exploit the possibility of allowing the old man access to his medication. So he was still at Mr. Frank Akpan's case when the presence of the DPO, who had a meeting with the chairman and another DSP, Uduak, called his phone asking if he knew where his father was. Initially, he said he was upset with Uduak for asking him about the whereabouts of his father, and Uduak was the person who called, and somehow he managed to compose himself by saying that, have you heard what is happening on social media? So he practically claimed to be innocent. So at this point, he encouraged Uduak to turn himself to the police. It's not a small case. So while they were all waiting and praying that the suspect does not change his mind, Uduak called the DPO, informing him that he has arrived shelter Afric Junction. The DPO then suggested that he will not go with his car to pick him, so he does not panic and react on sighting his car. So they decide to take something else to the shelter Afric Junction where the suspect was picked up by the DPO. But meanwhile, before they moved, the council chairman had instructed the suspect to be taken to anti-kidnapping unit directly. But the DPO advised that he should first be taken to the chairman's house to calm him down and encourage him to cooperate with the police. And thus, the suspect was taken to a wet housing. So this words now, all this information I'm giving now is from this Kufre Effiong on what happened on the said deal. So my people, make una listen very well. It's a very lengthy one, okay? So at this point, according to him, he said he lost completely and almost fainted because the palaver is just too much for him to handle. And he started slapping his cousin, that's this killer now, for doing such a thing. So, unfortunately, the social media has been overflowing with so much damaging publications trying to link him up with the crime and further extending it beyond the specific incidents of late Miss Umore. So, well, according to him, he said, I want to state that I do not know about the suspect's activities since he never lived or grew up with me. My role in this entire case, as stated, and remains clear. So as a human, he said he deeply saddened and devastated by the turnout of events, as all the three of them, namely the DPO, the council chairman, and himself, that's Kufre Effiong, who facilitated the arrest of the suspect, who is his cousin, are now facing false, malicious, and damaging media attack to link him concerning the murder of Ini. He said personally, he had been receiving threat messages from some overzealous individuals who have labeled him as a trader on human parts. Now, everybody who has lost friend or family member to kidnap cases view him as the culprit. He said he no longer feels safe walking the street as a simple and ordinary man that he have always been, but he have no regrets that this will be measured up squarely. So his only regret is that is no absolute repercussion and the replacement for the tender life so heartlessly and callously terminated at his prime stage. He sympathized with family and friends of the dearly departed and hoped that justice will be done in the matter. So, notwithstanding above honesty being his role in the matter and his conscience being crystal clear, if any person or group of persons know more than the police do or possesses with their exclusive preserve any evidence linking him or any else with the criminal act of Uduak Frank Akpan, they should freely approach the police authority and make useful disclosures on such information rather than submerge the public media with speculative allegations aimed at constituting media trials and securing street convictions for very responsible persons who played sensitive and critical roles leading to the arrest of the suspect by the police. So this article was written by Effiong, as I said, concerning his not involvement of the killing of Eni Omore. So my people, the mention of Frank Akpan as a central figure in this story begins with this tweet from Umo, which identifies the owner of the Airtel number 081 I believe this Umo is the best friend of this late Ini Umure, the girl that is behind how this bad guy here you are seeing, this killer Frank Akpan, was caught. So around 6:15 p.m., almost 3 hours after Ini Umure must have arrived at Frank's Akpan's place or wherever they plan to meet, Frank Akpan then placed a call to an unknown number. The call records clearly shows 081 Frank Akpan's known public number, making repeated contact between 6:15 p.m. and 6:50 p.m. with this number 081 Then between 10:27 a.m. and 10:44 a.m. he places 3 phone calls to a Francisca Basi Akpan, which they are presuming to be a family member who is willing to help him. Francisca is in Calabar when she receives the calls. Francisca later called around 10:55 a.m. Then, as at 4:32 p.m. on April 30th, 2021, Frank then makes one of the most interesting phone calls in this entire story. Truecaller puts up the details of the recipient of the phone call with 08032939326, who is one Kufre Effiong. You see how Kufre Effiong name now entered into this story. Unlike the other people Frank has been known to associate with, Kufre Effiong appears to be from a different world. He's significantly older than Frank, and his location details also. So their conversations last for just 31 seconds and presumably ends with Kufre hanging up. Frank's phone rings almost immediately at 4:34 p.m. and the caller number is 08038967819. They said the conversation lasts decidedly longer than the last one, almost 4 minutes. So who is the owner of these numbers that has so much to talk about with someone who is probably Nigeria's most wanted man at the moment? Thank God for Truecaller. Truecaller answers once again. So it said Kufre is older and wealthier looking man who apparently spends his time, in short, let me know just. On April 30th, 2021 at 4:40 p.m. Frank Akpan placed a call to somebody with the number 08034386086. So the last phone number is 08122386922, which I don't think is on Truecaller. So finding the individual who owns the telephone number, the mystery of why Iniobong Umori had to die,